In the previous lecture, we built the HTML content. In this lecture, we're gonna style it. So let's go to brackets, and in your CSS file, first we're gonna target the heading, one, which is this here. So just type H1, and I'm gonna add a font size that's gonna be 30 pixels, and then a margin. The margin is gonna be 80 pixels on the top. We're gonna add a space on the top, and then a zero space to the right, and then a 60 pixels to the bottom, and then zero to the right side. Now we're also gonna add we're gonna align the text. That is gonna be center. Okay. Now let's save it and refresh. Okay, there it is. Um, it just doesn't look the same. Okay, I know what the problem is. The container seems to be smaller than this one here. So let's go to the CSS and the container. This is the container. I think it's 1000. Let's just change it to 1000. And then let's refresh. There you go. Now it looks the same. Yes. Okay. Next we have, let me see what we have next. We have the content, and then the box. Okay, so, but before that, I think I'm gonna target the this class here, which is blue. So I'm gonna write blue, and the color it's gonna be pound 2 C A 6 B 0. Next we gonna remove any text decoration, just in case. So I'm gonna set this to none. Okay, now let's save it and see. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Low cost and money earner has been changed to blue. Now, what we need to do next is the content. The content, we're gonna set the overflow to hidden. And then we're gonna align the text to center. There you go. Now let's save it and see those results. Okay, everything's in the middle. Now we're gonna target we have the box H3. Okay, we're gonna target the heading 3. For the heading 3, I'm gonna set the alignment of the text to be centered, and then I'm gonna remove any space at the top. So I'm gonna set the margin top to 0. That's about it. Let's save it. Okay, now I'm gonna add the box class. And the box class is gonna be set to, I'm gonna set a width of 9 pixels. Yeah, 49.9 pixels. And after that, I'm going to, let me see. Okay, now has come to the left. I'm gonna add I'm gonna target the vertical line. So on the vertical line, I'm gonna add a border left, which is 1 pixel, and then solid. And I'm just gonna copy the color here, paste it here. And then after that, we have, I'm gonna set a height. The height is gonna be 100 pixels. And then the margin top is gonna be 120 pixels, adding a space to the top. Um, let me see, let's refresh. Okay, it doesn't look quite the same, but it will. Okay, so what we need to do next is I'm gonna group the box and the vertical line. Gonna group them together. So box and then a comma and then vertical line. Then a vertical line. I'm just gonna set the flow to left. That's all it needs. Okay, let's save it and refresh. Okay, started to look the same. Now we need to target the, what is it? The icon large and then the image and then the P. Okay, so let's target the icon large. So icon large. On the icon large, I'm gonna add a width of 240 pixels, then a height of 210 pixels. And then I'm gonna add a space to the top also, and that's gonna be 120 pixels. Okay, let me just bring this down. Okay, let's save it. Okay. Okay, let's just continue. Now we gotta target the image, and for that I'm gonna type icon large and then img. And this element I'm gonna set the width to 100% and the height to 100% as well. Okay, that's it for the image. Let me see this. Okay, let's save it. Okay, let's save it. Okay, something is wrong, but okay, I'll check that in a bit. Okay, now the icon, we done the image. Now we gotta target the, let me see. I think it's the P and the anchor tag. Okay, so let's come here and let's set P, target the P. The P, I'm gonna set the padding to 0 and 50 pixels. So I'm basically removing any space inside the element for the top and bottom, and adding some space at the left and right of 50 pixels. And then I'm gonna set the text align to center. Then I'm gonna add a space at the top, margin top, margin top, margin top 30 pixels, and then the font weight is gonna be 600. Okay, let's save it and check it out. Okay. hmm Now we're gonna target the anchor. The anchor should be having a link, and I just remembered, so we have to add this class that I never did. So come to the HTML file, and on the link or the anchor, I'm gonna add a class. I never even added the blue or the class of blue. Um, so I'm gonna type link first, space, and then blue. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the bottom one, or for the other one, right here. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Okay, now we're gonna add this link here. I'm gonna say text decoration is gonna be set to none, first of all. Then the padding, 10 pixels for top and bottom, and 30 pixels for right and left. And then the border, it's gonna be the same. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy the border here, but I'm gonna remove the left. I'm just gonna leave it to border. Now I'm gonna set the display to inline block, and the last one is gonna be the background. Gonna be the background. So I'm gonna add a color to it, and this is gonna be RGBA, two parentheses, and I'm gonna add 143, comma, 185, comma, 205, comma, and then 0.15. Okay, save it, and let's see. Okay. It's not looking right. Okay, I found out what the problem was. And the problem is that on the icon large, I added a margin top, and I shouldn't have. So the margin has to be set to auto. So I'm gonna add I'm gonna remove all the space from the top and bottom. I'm gonna set to auto the next value. Let's save it. Okay, you see the differences there now. And the other one, I think it was this one here. I also forgot to add a space at the top. So I'm gonna say margin 30 pixels, 30 pixels at the top, then 0, 0, 0. Now let's save it, refresh the browser. Okay, and there it is. It looks just the same. Well, that is it for this lecture. On the next lecture, we're gonna start building the after content.